Try that again. Hi guys, if you're new here, my name is Sam. I talk about makeup, chronic illness, and anything I want. And today, I'm going to give my suggestions for the Sephora sale. This is the first time I've done a recommendations video, and I'm pretty excited. Just a disclaimer, don't think you need to buy any of these products if you don't have any money. This is strictly for people looking to buy things. Don't put yourself into debt. I would like to start with skincare. I have a lot of the products I'm talking about today, but some of them I either have run out of and I need to repurchase, or they're actually on my wish list, and I'll let you know which. Let's start with this Drunk Elephant Hydra Intensive Hydration Serum. This one is empty. I have a new one in my bathroom. This, I read an article last year or 2 years ago by a dermatologist that said, here are the Drunk Elephant products that are actually worth the money, and this one was listed. What I use this for is in the winter, my skin tends to get fairly dry here and on my nose. So I just mix this into my moisturizer in the daytime. For my daytime moisturizer, I just use the CeraVe in the tub and I put some of this in it. If I need extra hydration, let's say I have neglected my skincare for a while, it's the winter months and I'm really dry, I'll mix this into my nighttime moisturizer, which is marula oil. I don't recommend the Drunk Elephant marula oil just because it's so expensive and The Ordinary makes one that works just as well. I would recommend that in this video, but for some reason Sephora doesn't sell that one. I don't know why. But this, I believe, is $48, and I think it's really worth it if you have dry skin. The next one I'm going to talk about I don't have, but I'll insert a picture here somewhere. It's the Drunk Elephant TLC Framboos Glycolic Resurfacing Night Serum. This is where I started with chemical exfoliation, and it changed my skin. I went from having severe acne all over my face to just kind of like hormonal or maskne, and I think that's a good entry point for people new to chemical exfoliants because it was incredibly gentle. It's very expensive, and that's why I started to look for alternatives. It's convenient to have them mixed into one. I have switched my products right now only because I found cheaper options, but I don't recommend starting with the other options I have just because they are much stronger. I think the Framboos serum is a perfect place to start if you're interested in getting into chemical exfoliation, and this is the time I would always buy it, is because I refuse to pay full price. I think this size bottle is $90. It's absolutely insane. I understand that it's not in everyone's price range, but if you have the money and you're looking to splurge on some skincare, I think that it's worth it. Next, another empty. I actually have multiple backups. This went on sale. I bought a big bottle. I have more of these small bottles because it says it's only good for 6 months, and this bottle generally lasts me about 6 months. This is the Fresh Soy Face Cleanser for all skin types. It has amino acid. It says safe for like face and eyes. This, I spent years looking for a face wash that wasn't too stripping, didn't break me out, and this is literally my holy grail. If anything ever happens to this and they stop making it, I don't know what I'll do. I just wear a veil forever because I think my skin will look terrible. I highly recommend this. If there's a single thing skincare you're looking for, this cleanser is it. I think it truly is good for all skin types, unless, of course, you're allergic to one of the ingredients, but I'm incredibly acne prone. Almost everything will break me out, and this doesn't, so really like this. I don't have this because I'm trying to finish up a sample of one I got, but that's the Paula's Choice 2% BHA. This is one of the products I switched to from the Drunk Elephant TLC Framboos. I use a mixture of AHA and BHA. I alternate days, and the Paula's Choice products are well worth the money. I highly recommend them. They're much more affordable than Drunk Elephant, and I will be repurchasing this when I run out of the sample that I have. Maybe I'll pick it up during the sale. Haven't decided, but this, it's a pretty beginner friendly thing, percentage if you're looking to just use a BHA. I use both because it works best for my skin. you know, start once a week and work your way up. Highly recommend it. And to pair with that on other days, I have the Paula's Choice 8% AHA Gel Exfoliant, Glycolic Acid. I alternate. I'll use this one day, BHA another day, alternate, and then once a week I use a different product, which we'll get to. But I love this. It's incredibly gentle. Paula's Choice does wonders for my skin when it comes to exfoliants. I haven't tried many of her other products, but highly recommend this. Both this and the BHA together, I think, are $40 cheaper, $30 or $40 cheaper than just the Framboos, which is why I switched, because I save quite a bit of money paying full price even. So yeah, if you're not new to chemical exfoliants, these are really great. The next thing I was talking about, once a week, I skip both of those products and I use the Ordinary AHA 30%, BHA 2% peeling solution. It's a face mask you put on for 10 minutes. This is an exact dupe for the Drunk Elephant Suka, I don't know, baby facial. I forget the exact name. And that was $80. This I think is $9. It works just as well. It's a little more powerful than the Drunk Elephant one, so be careful. Please, for the love of God, do not use this more than once a week. I see people on TikTok using this every day. You will fry your face off. And with all of these products, you do need to be wearing sunscreen during the day because they do make you photosensitive, so keep that in mind. But definitely love this. And another product I only have a sample of, I haven't purchased yet, is the Lineage. Is that how you say? Lineage Lip Sleeping Mask. I thought this product was all going to be hype because people all over the internet are going bananas for it. But I got a sample with one of my Sephora orders, and I think the sample will last me months. You use so little and it works better than any chapstick. It will be incredibly helpful during the winter months, but it's amazing. I know some people aren't fond of the smell. The one I got is like original, I think. I like it. I think that it is really great, super moisturizing. You just need a little bit, and I wake up and my lips aren't dry and they stay more hydrated throughout the day, which I really appreciate. Moving on to hair care, we're going to start with this. This is the Bar Detox Dry Shampoo. This has been my go-to dry shampoo for a few years now. I like the scent. I know it comes in some other scents. I have not smelled them. I like this one. I tried Batiste before and all the scents gave me a headache. I like this one. It's a little musky. I also think this just works really well. This is the original scent, by the way. And it doesn't leave a horrible white cast, even though, I mean, my hair is a little lighter than it's showing on camera. But even when I was dyeing my hair dark, it didn't make my hair look too ashy. And if I use this, I can go a little bit longer between my washes, which I and my dry hair appreciate. This next one is going to be a doozy. I know that this is not in most people's price ranges. This was a lovely Christmas gift I got. I very much appreciate it. This is the Dyson hairdryer. And the best time to get these, if you can, is on a sale. Just because, why not save even 10%? This hairdryer has been really gentle on my hair. I unfortunately have damaged my hair because for most of my life it was straight. And it's recently become wavy and curly, and I was dyeing it without special protein treatments and things like that. So I have a lot of breakage. It's very dry, and this hairdryer is much more gentle on it than a normal hairdryer. It does really cut your dry time to a fraction, and I think anyone who purchases it will be quite happy. Moving on to fragrance, 2 I own and 1 is a wish list. The 2 I own, the first is the Jo Malone Wood Sage and Sea Salt. This is kind of my signature fragrance. I do layer this with other scents. I should look to see what this smells like in case you're curious. The fragrance family is earthy and woody. The scent type is earthy greens and herbs. The keynotes are amber seeds, sea salt, and sage. Escape the everyday along the window. I can't speak. Escape the everyday along the wind-swept shore, waves breaking white, the air fresh with sea salt and spray, alive with the mineral scent of the rugged cliffs, mingling with the woody earthiness of sage, lively, spirited, and totally joyful. I don't know what any of that means because I've never been to the ocean, but I do really like this. This next one I picked up on a whim when I saw it in a video by another YouTuber. I can never pronounce her name. Angelica Nyquist, maybe? Angie. She recommended this, said it smelled really good, and I have yet to smell Jo Malone cologne that I don't enjoy, and this sounded right up my alley, and I love it. It doesn't look like I've used much, but like I said, I'm pretty light with my scents, so I don't wear too much. I don't cake it on. This one is, the fragrance family is warm and spicy. The scent type, warm and sweet gourmands. Keynotes, sweet orange, bitter orange, sandalwood. Fragrance description, combines 2 dashes of citrus brightness, sweet juicy orange, and fresh mandarin. Zesty splash of bitter orange mingles with the luscious prune and sensual base of rich sandalwood and amber. This just smells like winter to me. It's my favorite fall and winter scent. It just smells warm and cozy, and I absolutely love it. I'm actually wearing it right now just because I love the way that it smells. This is like a holiday scent, so it is limited edition, but I picked this up during last November's VIB sale. Oh, and these, I believe, are $78. I haven't been talking about the price in any of this. Editing Sam will add the prices. And the one that I do not have but is on my wish list is the Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille. It's not vanilla. Listen, I'm not good. We don't pronounce things correctly on this channel. I will say the prices of Tom Ford are kind of ridiculous. For just a tiny travel spray, like 0.3 ounces is $65. That's just kind of crazy. Fragrance family, warm and spicy, scent type, woody spices, keynotes, tobacco leaf, vanilla, and ginger. Tom Ford reinvents classic tobacco with creamy tonka beans, vanilla, cocoa, dry fruit, and sweet wood sap for a modern, opulent, and heady, impression of confidence and power. So yeah, that's what I'm kind of interested in. It's also a layerable scent, which all the Jo Malone ones are. I actually have some other Jo Malone stuff here, but I wanted to highlight the two favorites, so this didn't just turn into a Jo Malone video. Now let's move on to makeup, which my favorite category. And we'll start with Benefit Gimme Brow. This one I'm actually like wearing the little stickers like flaking off. I love this for quick brow days when I do wear it over other brow products too, but this is great if you just want a quick fill-in. I think there's not much to say besides it's not overly pigmented, but it's pigmented enough and it has a decent amount of hold. But if you want a lot of hold, you might need something with this. My number one recommendation is the Dipbrow. We got a new one because I had a filming fiasco with my old one. I needed a new color anyway. I like the Dipbrow Pomade. It is what I use 99.9% of the time I'm doing my brows. There's a little bit of a learning curve if you're not familiar, but if you do your brows often, you probably know that pomade requires something a little different from you, and the ABH one will always be my favorite. I don't think anything will ever compete. We have the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. This is, what is this? It's kind of like a highlighter, like under skin. I'm wearing it now, and that's why I look very glowy. It is magical. It makes you very healthy. You can wear it with or without makeup. It comes in multiple tones. I wear one fair. I really like this. I think it just makes me look very healthy and glowy. This is ridiculously priced. I got it during the Sephora sale last year after I tried a sample. This isn't necessary. This is absolutely a luxury, but get it during a sale if you can. Next one. So this is Becca Champagne Pop Highlighter. However, Smashbox bought it, so you can still get this, and this is one of my favorite highlighters. The Becca ones used to go on sale during the Ulta sales, sometimes 50% off, but I don't know how they're going to handle it now that Smashbox owns this. I think they're only keeping a couple colors, but Champagne Pop is my personal favorite. I know a lot of people whose favorite it is, and we're all different skin tones. So this is a really great highlighter if you're looking for one. Mine is in a jar because the tube kind of exploded, but the ABH eye primer. So I'm particular about eye primers. I don't like those like slicked ones. I really like the ones that are kind of like concealer. So this one, and there's another one I'm going to mention right after it. Both of them are equal to me. I hope ABH fixed the tube thing. What was happening is you'd squeeze it and it wouldn't stop coming out. There was almost like too much air in it. It's a great primer. I'm wearing it on my eyes right now. I think it works great. But a tie, and what I used before I tried this, is the Urban Decay eye primer in Eden. It's a matte finish, almost like a concealer. That one I used for years before I tried this one. So both are great options. And now we're kind of just all over the place on this list, but the Pat McGrath, what is it called? Lust Lip Gloss. I have it in the shade Sunset Rose, and I love this gloss. It's not sticky. It's a beautiful color. It's glittery, but it's not too glittery. I will continue to buy these. They're lovely. Speaking of another gloss, everyone knows it. I love the Fenty Gloss Balms. This is Fenty Glow. I have a few of them. I like it. It's not sticky. It has kind of like it reminds me of the old Lip Smackers scent, like basic scent of their lip gloss. Kind of fruity, not too strong. But I really like this. I really like the colors. It's a great gloss if you're interested. The Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. I've been using this since I got into makeup, and it's really great, especially wearing a mask. I don't get any foundation transfer on my mask as long as I really spray this area quite well. I love it. It's great. It's great in the summer. Keeps you from sweating stuff off, so highly recommend this. You might even have like a 2-pack of this if you go through setting spray a lot in like their holiday gifts. I don't go through it that much because I do switch it up with some other brands. My holy grail foundation, the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place. I am shade 1 and 2 in the winter. 2 and 2 in the summer. I sometimes will mix the shades to get my like in between. This is great. It definitely feels like skin. It looks like skin. There's a reason this is so popular because it is the best foundation you will ever use. Okay, let's get into my favorite, the eyeshadow palettes. Now, you sometimes can get a better deal on ABH palettes on their website. I got 30% off of a couple of them, including this one. My first one is going to be like one of my favorite nudes for me because I like warm nudes. And this is Soft Glam. This is what she looks like. She's beautiful. You can create similar looks to what I have on my eyes. I'm wearing a palette we'll talk about in a little while. I love this. This is a great staple palette. So if you're looking for something warm every day, this is a favorite of mine. The next one is a favorite palette in general. It's beautiful, and this is the ABH Norvina palette. I'm sure none of these are new to most of you, but I love this. You can tell I dig into rose gold quite a bit. I love the cute pinky looks I can get. I really like warm tones and pink tones. They're my go-to, which you're kind of going to see in these recommendations. The next one is my #1 palette, like my favorite palette, although kind of has a run for its money right now. This is the Huda Beauty New Nude, and she looks like this. She's very well loved. I create amazing looks. These colors are just very flattering on me, so I gravitate towards these and warm nudes quite often. These mauvey pinks, purples, like almost like rosy tones. It's beautiful. This palette's kind of expensive. I was lucky enough to receive that as a gift, but this is a great time to get it. Sometimes Huda's older palettes go half off. I don't know if I've ever seen this one though. It mostly seems to be rose gold and like desert dusk, so keep that in mind. Great everyday palette, and this is a great time to buy it. Now we're going to go sugar crystals. I don't think Boss is talked about too much. It's a fairly indie brand as far as I know. This is a great pastels palette. I got this during a Sephora sale, the spring one, I think, or maybe I got it in the fall. I don't remember. But I do love these colors. Like this last row is almost shadow toppers. Great for the inner corner. It's beautiful. But I can create some really, really cute springtime looks. So if you're looking for something new that not a lot of people are talking about, I think it only has like 40 reviews on Sephora. Not a lot of people are talking about that. Really cute. I really like it. And then let me talk about a couple that I want before I finish up. I would like the Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde. I have been eyeing this palette and been back and forth on if I want it since it came out in 2019. It kind of is like, oh, I don't need it. I have similar shades. However, it's super inspiring to me, and I have a lot of similar shade palettes, but I use them all if they're just very inspiring color stories. So I do really like that one. This would be a good time to pick that up because it's fairly new. It hasn't gone on sale. And then the one that Huda just released, the Rose Quartz palette, I absolutely must have. It's those pink tones but cool tones, and I don't have a ton of cool tones. Being neutral undertone, or neutral, what? Having a neutral undertone, both cools and warms look good on me, and I don't have a lot of cool tones. I would love to get my hands on that. Not super excited that it has like that weird, like, glossy shade, but I will forgive that just because it's so pretty. I would also like to add, this is a great time to get a Pat McGrath palette if it's one that hasn't been on sale on her website. The only one I have is not made anymore, and it's the Divine Rose 2. At least, well, it's not on Sephora's site anymore, so you can't get it. I don't know. She might still be making it. It's a great time to try Pat McGrath, but I do have, they don't make this specific one. This is her holiday palette from last year that I got during the Sephora sale. Sorry if I'm blinding you. She does have a new holiday palette this year that looks absolutely beautiful. So if you're interested in trying Pat McGrath, I think getting her holiday palette is a great way. They're significantly cheaper. You can see if you like her formula at all. It is a beautiful formula. She does shimmers beautifully. Her mattes are great, but it is fairly shimmer heavy. So if you're kind of like me and you like more mattes than shimmers, you might not be super excited. That's why I don't buy a ton of Pat McGrath palettes besides the cost. Is they're beautiful to have, but they're not something that I would reach for on a regular basis. And to wrap up this list, what I'm wearing on my eyes today, which let me tell you, these shimmer, I can't stop looking at it. It's beautiful. This is the Natasha Denona Bronze palette. Like, I won't blind you because I left the sticker on. I saw this in Sephora. I went in there to get the Glam palette actually, and ended up getting this instead because under the lights it just looks so beautiful. The shimmers, the colors, so flattering on me, these colors. So it's all smudgy and gross, but if you're considering getting this, you like warm tones, like, I'm telling you, it's worth every penny. Definitely get it on the sale. It's so beautiful. And I think there's a decent amount of shimmer to mattes. For me, again, I always feel the more mattes the better, but this is a good middle ground for me. And Natasha Denona's formula, this is my first experience with her. I bought 2 other palettes, but I haven't tried them yet. Like butter, I barely had to blend them. They were beautiful. So if you're thinking about it, the sale is a great time to pick it up. She might be doing a sale on her own website. I don't know how the holidays are working with companies because we have shipping delays, and they're saying don't ship anything out after the 29th if you want to be guaranteed for Christmas. And with the date of Thanksgiving, I don't think anyone's going to be doing a traditional Black Friday sale. And sometimes you just don't want to wait, especially if you're buying it as a gift for somebody else. You want to make sure that you have it. The Sephora sale is a great time to do that because you can shop inline and in store. Thank you so much for watching. I hope if you were looking for any suggestions for the Sephora sale, I gave you one or two. If you have any suggestions for the Sephora sale, leave a comment down below. I'm always looking for new products to try. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and I will see you guys next time.